Big up the man, them. Calisthenics journey. What's going on, bro? How you doing this fine evening? I'm doing amazing, but I'm going to go in a few minutes because I'm going to make another video. I said I was going to talk about digital hygiene, and I know I'm a man of my word, so that only means one thing. Good lad, man. I'm proud of you, CJ. Keep doing your thing, bro. I've seen your dedication and your consistency with your channel, and that's impressive. You'll make it. Just keep doing your thing. As long as...
I am proud of you, he said. Keep doing your thing. It was like I was trying to fight off saying thank you to him. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I'm referring specifically to the video I made last night but uploaded today, and it's called Thoughts on My Lack of Digital Hygiene. I don't know why I'd fire off. I don't have a specific reason or specific reasons as to why I did that. And then eventually said thank you and took his words, his kind words on board. If there's any reason why, it's that ever since school, because of the delusional standards I had, you're trying to get the best of the best when I was no way near that level yet. I knew I wasn't in the field of academics fulfilling my potential, and without realizing it, because I've been doing that for years, ever since before the GCSE exams, around maybe like year 10, year 11 or so, I could have allowed that to rub off on me. I would say I've certainly made more than just some effort towards undoing that, because I made a video explaining these delusional standards and via working through them. If I'm not mistaken, the title is called Working Through My Delusional Standards I Had in School. That might not be exactly the title that it is, but it's something along those lines. So I certainly have made an effort towards working through them, but just because you've done it once doesn't mean that you have completely changed, or sorry, not you, me. Just because I've worked through it at least once in my life doesn't mean that it's just going to go away like that. It could be a matter of it completely, that mindset and that way of life dissipating over years, just like how it took years to create that mindset and that way of life. My French teacher could have just really knocked it on the head by saying it. By putting it very simply, I really could have all of that time been too hard on myself. So with that in mind, I can understand why I'd be like, I would try to fight off someone giving kind words, because then that would counter me being hard on myself. That would counter me that gives a stimulus for me to counter not giving myself enough credit. Yeah, thanks, Luke, really. I don't know you and you don't know me, but I respect the message that you have in your videos and the sort of content that you make. Although I personally would not want to make how-to videos at all, really. I can respect what you're doing and how you come off on the internet. That might not be who you truthfully are. Your personality and your motives may be completely different compared to what you portray on the internet. But talking specifically about how you carry yourself and what you say on the internet, that is something that I respect. And thank you for those words. I apologise for not asking if I could use the clips, but it's only a few seconds here and there. If you, Luke, don't like it, then what I can do is I can delete the clips that I have used and then just upload the footage that I'm making now by itself. Before going to sort out some bits and bobs here and there, I may have tried fighting off those kind words again automatically, but no, I'm not going to do that. I do feel proud of myself. I feel proud of myself now. Not because of what you said, even though I do believe that could have been the stimulus to get to this point. No, it absolutely was. Otherwise, this video wouldn't be made. There's stuff that I needed to sort out and that were pending for months on end, which I've now sorted out, all for weeks. I need to cut my hair. I need to cut these nails. My toenails are funky. They got a whole load of dirt under them, just like with these. And I was talking to the person that works at the place that I got, or someone that works at the place that I got the exfoliating gloves, which I saw, and I was like, okay, my sister said that she used these, so I'm gonna use them for my neck and see if it gets rid of the razor bumps quicker. So that was an impulsive decision to buy it, but I do feel happy with that decision. Got some toenails as well, and the advice that she gave is that you can use cotton buds to get rid of dirt under nails. So I might just do that. I could rip it off and then make it I could rip off some of the cotton bud so that it can actually fit under the toenails and also under the fingernails as well. Of course, I'd use different cotton buds to do that, or Q-tips if you're American, or wherever. But yeah, I'll do that from now on because I have no interest in my toes looking funky and not properly taking care of myself. Speaking of, when it comes to shaving, please don't be like me and try and use Vaseline. We ran out of shaving cream and I thought, you know what, I got Vaseline, gotta do what you gotta do. Please don't. Just use, if you don't have shaving cream, use soap, please. Don't have your shaving stick end up looking like this. And this is after it got rinsed out. I did have to blast it, so the Vaseline did come out eventually, but yeah, I'll show some images of both before and after. With the before, that was also after, actually no, it was before using soap. Just that, there's no need, yeah. You don't need to have a clean cut, a clean shave at the expense of a blade when there are other ways that maintain, that mean your shaving stick can be in more than okay condition. Please don't be like me and use Vaseline, don't. It's not worth it. You can't, sorry, I'm not trying to give advice. You can if you want, but your shaving sticks might get destroyed because the Vaseline sticks in the singular blades, in between the singular blades, as you can see in the before photo. Not worth it. Not worth having a clean cut. Plus, I had to really scrub, and I could have taken my skin off. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk, and it's not worth the blade. Trust me. Although my blade I didn't destroy my blade completely. If I didn't maintain it then and there and blast it with hot water, it might not have come out ever. It might have dried up and then really messed up the blade there. But anyway, yeah, I want to talk about more so like my phone. Like I've been going about with a broken case and a slightly smashed screen protector for over half a year. And when I look at my phone now, I can have a massive smile on my face thinking that I'm taking care of my stuff. I'm not only thinking about taking care of my physical body and my mind, but my possessions outside of my body and my mind too. My material possessions other than my physical body. And I do feel proud of myself for doing that. And I must take the time to actually say that I really am doing right by myself. I don't really ever give myself much credit. I do it rarely. And I did make a video saying it's time to give myself more credit. And it really might be. There's another video that I want to make, which you will see today, and which I'll upload today. And when I sort that out, I think I'll be able to give myself even more credit than I would be able to at this point in time. I saw the guy who was fixing my phone use a cloth to clean the phone when he was repairing it, so I could do that for future reference instead of having my phone look permanently dirty past this point. I could use some very thin fiber cloth. I don't really take much, if any, time to really appreciate how far I've come. Not only with how many videos I'm making a day, but just how much I've changed as a person. I don't give myself the time of day in that regard at all, because most of the time I'm way too focused on moving forward. I don't think, oh, I have to move forward today. No. I mean, I think about this more indirectly. I don't think that verbatim, but I instead think thoughts that mean I do what it takes to move forward, such as thinking about making all these videos and that. I might need a break, I might not, but I think it'd be very sensible for me to have a break, at least off the gym, and instead go for walks. And I'll explain why in the daily log today. But let's go back to the main point of this video, what Luke said. If you don't know, the guy who was talking at the start, his name's Luke Spurgeon. Spurgeon being spelled as S-P-U-R-G-E-O-N, Spurgeon. And, yeah, don't really hear someone saying that they're proud of me, really. The most I probably get is from like the PTs in the gym here saying, oh, how are you? That's fine. Oh, that's good. That's probably the closest you get. Or maybe like a well done if I show a calisthenics move or something like that. Like, oh wow. I'd rather, instead of that, I'd rather like do moves with other people and that. Like calisthenics moves. There's somebody that does calisthenics as well, and we talk. It's great. It's great learning new calisthenics moves from someone. At least one person. This person was teaching me how to frog stand. This person gave me advice on how to frog stand because I was searching for it, and I let her know of that. Not using that exact wording, but yeah, she was willing to help me out, and she did give me advice. She took me through the process, but I've now learned how to do it by myself for the most part. But thank you, miss. Thank you, miss, for the help. I'm feeling mentally overstimulated right now, but there is something that I must give myself credit for. Sure, I might not have got an early night's rest, but I at least went to sleep a lot more comfortably because I moved that stuff that was at the feet of the bed. I just had enough. There was a TV in that wasn't being used, and some other stuff that was packed up so high to the point that my feet, I could grab the stuff that was packed there with my feet at night. I had to move those stuff. I had to move that stuff, and then in the morning I moved it back. And it was literally, I was like, oh, like not out of exhaustion, but out of relief, extreme relief, because I was feeling a lot more comfortable immediately, instantly, after moving that stuff. I just had enough of it. I thought, fuck this, I had enough. Maybe not using that exact wording. I don't remember how I said it verbatim, but I really did have enough. I moved the TV and I moved the stuff there. It was a lot of stuff, but I moved it. And I was able to have a much more comfortable night's rest. The other stuff that wasn't the TV, I could feel it if on the corner, on the right side, but there was a lot. I felt a lot more comfortable. And I'm gonna make another video. I'll make another video. It will be brief. I'm feeling mentally overstimulated, so the videos aren't gonna be long today. I may take a break, maybe a week break or so. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I am feeling mentally exhausted. And my wrists are saying, look man, we're tired. The bottom of the palms saying, look man, we're tired, we're done. But yeah, that's all I have to say whilst my mind's feeling overstimulated at the moment. So thank you very much, Luke. And also thank me for fixing my phone. Thank me for getting fingernail clippers and toenail clippers. I didn't really know there was a difference, but hey, I just use toenail clips for both my feet and my fingernails, but we've got different kinds, and we've got exfoliating gloves for the neck to further get rid of those razor bumps. And my sister said that she used those and that they helped her, so we'll see if it works. But now, even at this point, no pain. I don't feel any pain to put my hand on my neck. No pain, like how I would in the past. The body really is a physical representation of the mind, and I literally, even down to a physical level, I was hurting, but I'm not hurting as much anymore. I'm not hurting as much or as down as I once was. I really am not. This could be, if I allowed it to be, a moment where I could just really tear up, but I'm not that way inclined. But yeah, I really have, instead of tearing up about it, I really have come quite some way. I really have, in countless ways. And with that being said, that is quite the double-edged sword, because there's so many different ways in which I've improved. There are too many to mention, and because there are too many to mention, I could then not take any time to even think about at least 3 ways I think I've drastically improved since started the journey, for example. That's even though I could say more, I'll leave it at that for now, because my mind's feeling overstimulated. My mind's feeling a bit of pain. I wouldn't say a headache, but a little bit of pain. Like my jaw is tense, like that sort of feeling when you tense your jaw and you really clench, but just not as intense. More so slight, like the midpoint between when you're not doing it at all compared to when you're clenching your teeth as hard as you can, like the midpoint between that. Maybe closer to when you're not doing it at all. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for now, even though I could speak about it more because my mind's feeling overstimulated. So thank you me for sorting out my screen protector. Thank you for getting those clippers, those fingernail and toenail clippers. Thank you for getting the gloves. Thank you for getting a new case, because my case was broken. Thank you, seriously, thank you for finally maintaining what's ours. Thank you. For those that are on a journey like this that I'm on, and you're not telling people what to do, you're more so telling yourself what to do, you may experience this sort of thing that I'm experiencing. And here's a cheers to all of us experiencing more of that gratitude because of what we're doing for ourselves and what we have done for ourselves, taking the time to appreciate what we have and are doing for ourselves. Especially for those that are creating content and who are telling themselves, not others, but themselves, what they need to do and actually acting on those thoughts and actually improving themselves, which the self-improvement mantra or group of people are about. I don't reside with them anymore. I'm just more so about living the life you truthfully want to live. well, the life I truthfully want to live, sorry. That's what I'm about, not self-improvement. You don't need to use all those fancy, I don't need to use all those fancy words. Not the alpha male, beta male, red pill, blue pill, piss pill, black pill, concentrated juice pill. Those guys, as far as I'm concerned, they need to go outside, including the self-improvement people. I'm just more so about living the life that I truthfully want to live. And I say they need to go outside because you don't need to use all those fancy words in order to live the life that you truthfully want to live. Seriously. And especially teenagers, the mind is very impressionable and very malleable, easily molded. So if people are using all these fancy words, then because they haven't really done what it takes to create a mind of their own potentially, they then just copy and paste what red pill YouTubers are saying maybe, or what black pill YouTubers are saying really, or what self-improvement creators are saying really. First person that came to mind was Hamza when I said that. Maybe. I wouldn't say I personally copied Hamza, no, but that was just the first thing that came to mind. At the time, I thought his videos were really watchable. He calls it having a polarizing personality in reference to a podcast, I think, that he had with Cole Hastings. It was certainly with Cole Hastings, and I watched a clip of that, and he said that that's what it is. He believes that he has a polarizing personality in which people really want to see what he's doing, or people really repel. I don't know, but I know I haven't watched his content in months. And I feel really happy that I'm not, because that's a part of what I'm doing that is meaning that I'm creating content that I truthfully want to make, rather than copying and pasting what he's saying, or what any other creator is saying for that matter. But yeah, I'll leave it at that now. There's so many other Red Pill. No, I'm not saying he's a Red Pill content creator, sorry. There's so many other like sorts of self-improvement creators in that. I want no more of it, so I don't really watch those sorts of people anymore. But anyway, I'll leave it at that for now. I'm gone, bye.